The NFL draft's coming up. It'll be tonight, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a heck of a process. You look at the whole event in Dallas, and we'll get into that later. It's going to be crazy. People say, will Jerry Jones try to make a splash? Does a frog have a watertight ass? Yeah, he's going to make a bit of a splash. But when you talk about the draft, the number one position year in and year out, you have to at least discuss, it's the quarterback position. And everyone's got their top five as far as the top five quarterbacks and how you rank them, and I'm no different. So let's start at number one, my top quarterback in this draft. To me, the best quarterback in this draft is Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. I love actually his combination of the legs and the arm. Are there flaws? Yes, there's flaws. That's what coaches are for. That's what the right system. If he's lucky, like all these quarterbacks, he'll get in that system and be used properly. But this guy, to me, has the best upside, the highest ceiling when it comes to his combination of physical abilities, running, passing, the whole package, and how much this kid just flat loves football. My second ranked player at the quarterback position is the shortest one in the field. He's 6 feet tall. He's the defending Heisman Trophy winner. Baker Mayfield out of Oklahoma is just a flat winner. You have to almost get rid of some of the metrics you use when you're discussing players like this. Now, if you're drafting a Baker Mayfield, you know what you're hoping against. You don't want to get the next Johnny Manziel, because this kid does have some tendencies away from football to get a bit distracted. Will it hurt him? We don't know. You're hoping against hope. You're not drafting the next Manziel, that you're drafting the next Breeze or Russell Wilson, the 6-footish quarterback that can win in this league. Number 3 on this list of quarterbacks is, I think, pretty easy to figure out. Sam Darnold from USC is really good. He throws the ball extremely well. He's a good leader. He has gone through some struggles already, because if you think back to 2016, he finished that season so well with USC, winning that Rose Bowl game. People had some tape on him. They adjusted on him last year, so at times he struggled. Yeah, well, welcome to being a pro. That's what it's going to be like every week, every year when you're in the NFL. They make constant adjustments to what you do. That's what Sam Darnold went through, but I think he is a really good talent at quarterback. Number 4 on my list is from my alma mater, across town from USC, UCLA's Josh Rosen. Now, people talk about him being privileged. They talk about him being, everything having to do not with football. You've actually heard the term too smart for football. That's never been an issue. There's been a little issue on the other end of the scale in football at a lot of positions. But no, this kid is not too smart for football, because there's always somebody smarter out there that works on the other side of the ball. Guaranteed. Josh Rosen, the number one knock I have against this guy has got nothing to do with his privileged status. It's got everything to do with the fact that for the last 3 years, Jim Mora, the head coach at UCLA, got the crap beat out of this kid. He's had concussions, he's had injuries, and how much has that affected him and the product going forward, and how many miles have kind of been used up in that getting the crap beat out of him stage? Because the beatings in the pros are a lot worse than the beatings that are going to be coming that were at college football. College football is nothing physicality-wise compared to the NFL. That's no newsflash. And the number 5 quarterback on my list is Josh Allen out of Wyoming. Big, 6'5", 230. Has got a cannon. This kid can throw it. He's like Sam Darnold. He's never met a window in a defense he doesn't think he can't fit a ball into. Okay? Well, are there negatives? Yeah. At times at Wyoming, kind of like Lamar Jackson at times, he looked like he was playing 1 on 11. Did he make mistakes? Yes. Does he have flaws? Yes. Like I said, he has to go to the right system, like all quarterbacks. He needs the coaching, the fundamentals, just the techniques and the tools to hone his craft. But this kid has got what it takes to be a really good quarterback. Now let's turn this thing on its ear a little bit, because I'm not so much talking about just the quarterbacks. I think the top 5 players in the draft, to me, aren't quarterbacks. That's just football players. So let's go down that list. And we're going to start with, well, I guess, an unusual place, an offensive lineman. And am I biased? Hell yeah, I'm biased. But ask a lot of people around this draft and around the NFL what they think of Quentin Nelson, the offensive guard from Notre Dame. He's got every box checked, and he can flat play, and he is nasty. That, to me, he is the best player in this draft. Number 2 in this draft, with just as many boxes checked, but he's playing a position where guys break down pretty fast, is Roquan Barkley, the running back from Penn State. I would not hesitate a second to take this kid, because there are no guarantees in health in the NFL. But if this guy lasts 5 years, and odds would say because of the way he's played at times, he's going to last for 5 years, you're getting a star. You're getting a day one star at running back that has the ability to bust to the end zone every time he touches the ball. I just love this kid. Next up, defensive end, outside linebacker out of North Carolina State, Bradley Chubb. Great on the edge, good against the run, just good. I'm not going to say he's great. That's the first place people are going to challenge this guy, is if you line him up, they're going to go after him. And we'll see how he adjusts on that. But I love what he can do on the outside, and he is a quarterback-seeking machine. I like the way this kid plays defensive end. Number 4 on this list, another defensive player. I think the best down lineman on the defensive side in this draft, Vita Vea. Defensive tackle, 6'4", about 345, 350, nimble, moves. Think there's some analogies out there. Haloti Ngata, guys like that. He is an abnormal athlete for his size. And when you see him play, you'll know why I'm so excited about Vita Vea. And the number 5 overall football player on my list is an undersized linebacker out of the University of Georgia, Roquan Smith. Just exploded during the college football playoffs last year, the SEC championship game. Sideline to sideline, there's no linebacker in this draft that can touch this kid. He's basically a safety-sized player, a decent-sized safety that plays linebacker. So are you going to have to be able to protect him inside? Yeah. But all great linebackers have to be protected to be able to be the guys they really can be. And this guy can run sideline to sideline better than anybody in this draft. A lot of them play offense. He runs better sideline to sideline than. I love Roquan Smith. So that's my list of quarterbacks. That's my list of football players. Guaranteed, though, and I mean guaranteed, there's going to be a quarterback, a Riley Ferguson, for instance. There's a list as long as your arm of guys that aren't supposedly that good, aren't good enough to be mentioned in the day 1, day 2 kind of draft, that when this is all said and done, they'll have better careers than almost the top 10 combined, the way their careers end up. You're looking to see that. All right. Speaking